Good evening, this is Darno from Porsche of Ocala. I just wanted to show you take some time to show you the differences between the Macan S and the GTS. There's very subtle differences between the two. These both are very well, similarly equipped. They're both well equipped as well. Starting with the S model, it's a 3-liter V6 twin turbo. Standard, you have the backup camera and parking sensors. This one's equipped with the RS Spider design wheels. You have power tailgate as standard. LED tail lights, the 4 exhaust tips in the rear. The space is going to be the same between the two vehicles. And I'll go around to the GTS in a second. The way this one's equipped is white with the Luxor beige and black interior. It's a gorgeous combination. Going up front, one of the standard things that you get with the Macan, which is pretty nice for an SUV, is you have these vents that are active in the grille. So when you turn on the car, they'll open up and they'll automatically adjust depending on how much airflow is needed to the engine. These are the standard headlights, 4-point LED daytime running lights with the xenon headlight. The Porsche Dynamic Light System, which this is the upgrade, which gives you cornering lights. Now going over to the Macan GTS, same standard features plus some additional options. So the S model is a 340 horsepower and 339 pounds for the torque, while this one's 369 horsepower. So you get quite a bit more. This one has the upgraded headlights. So you got the Porsche Dynamic Light System Plus, which is the LED daytime running lights that are spread a little bit more further apart, as well as the LED headlight. This has the RS Spider design wheels in black, which is standard on the GTS. It's the only way you can get the black wheels. You get the GTS badging on the side. This one has the side blades match the exterior paint. You have the gloss black trim, which is standard. That's the difference between the two vehicles. You have the tinted taillights. Here, the tinted taillights on this vehicle, which is another difference, with the black badging that says GTS. With the GTS, you get the sports exhaust system as a standard option with the black tips on it. So it gives a little bit more of a throaty sound, frees up a little bit more airflow, helps with the performance of the car. You do have a 40-20-40 split with the seats on both vehicles. This one has the garnet red interior with black. Okay, inside these cars are going to be pretty much exactly the same. Another thing that you automatically get with the GTS model is you do get the air suspension, you get the upgraded brakes. The air suspension and comes with the PASM, which is the Porsche Active Suspension Management, and the air suspension allows for you to raise and lower the car. When you put it into the sport mode, it'll go down to the lower setting for better handling. So here we are inside the Macan. I'll start going over some of the stuff that you get standard in here as well. You'll have the memory package no matter what with the Macan S or GTS. You have the steering wheel design taken from the 918 Spider. On the left side, you have controls for the volume to answer the phone, as well as this diamond-shaped button that you can customize. Then on the right side, you have a button to hang up the phone, your back button, and then your roller to go through the TFT display, which is display on the right corner here. And I'll go back to that. You do have a touchscreen radio as standard on the Macan. You can get it equipped with the GPS or a Connect option, which I can explain later. I can explain now. The navigation is going to be, as it's described, you get the GPS map, which you also get the map here in this screen. If you get the connect option, it allows for you, if you have an iPhone, to connect your iPhone to the car and use the maps from your car, as well as getting the Car Connect app through Porsche. Here you have your dual zone climate control. All of these are all-wheel drive, so you do have a hill descent button, which is going to be that little button there. So it helps the car stay at a safe pace when you're going downhill, so you don't lose control. Okay, all the Macans have a PDK, which is Porsche's double clutch transmission. This package has the heated and ventilated seats. This package also has the Sport Chrono package. You have the, like I said, the air suspension and PASM, and these are the buttons that you would use to control them. So this would be for your air suspension, so you can lower and raise the height of the vehicle. And then when you put it, if you wanted to, you put it in Sport Plus mode. It'll have the chassis in the Sport Plus mode as well, but you could always select that if you'd like. You have your off-road mode. Again, since it's all-wheel drive, you can have the all-wheel drive system operate a little differently to be more optimized for an off-road setting. You have a couple different additional options with safety. This one specifically has the lane keep assist, which is going to help the car stay in its lane. You have the sport exhaust again, so you hit that button, it makes the engine a little throatier. These cars have an amazing sound. Here's your automatic start and stop function, which will have the car shut off when you come to a complete stop, whether it be at a light or at a stop sign. It's to help you conserve fuel. Now, the Macan is definitely very unique in its segment because, for one, of the way it sounds, the way it handles, the way it accelerates. It's a very unique, well-designed vehicle. So here's the TFT display, which I mentioned earlier. Again, this is standard on both models. It's a wonderful thing that Porsche's added to its vehicles. So here's your main menu. Right now, it's just displaying the coolant temperature, your oil temperature, and your oil pressure. If you scroll down, you have your control of your audio functions. You have control over your phone functions. So if you had your phone paired to this, you can access your call history as well as your contact list to just so you can dial out. It makes it a little easier so you don't have to take your hand off the steering wheel. You do have a map in this display that you can change the view just like you would on the normal GPS, so you can zoom in and out. Okay, if we scroll down, you have another navigation menu. Now this one's a little different. It shows the previous destinations that were inputted, and then once your navigation's actually active, this will show you your turn-by-turn directions. You have your trip computer, you have your tire pressure, and then you have your torque distribution between the front and rear axle. Because this is a Porsche and they're performance oriented, it is rear wheel bias, so you send, if I'm not mistaken, it's about 80% power to the rear before it gets to the front, and it'll send the power to the front once the car senses slip. You have your Sport Chrono, which gives you a lap timer, as well as a Sport Plus button that I showed you. And this clock up here, it's for one, it's aesthetically pleasing. When you get the Sport Chrono package, this is going to change to a lap timer as well as being a clock. Going back to the TFT, you scroll down again. This car has the active cruise control added to it, and then you can go back to the vehicle menu. Once you go into this menu, you can access all of your settings right from here. There are, actually I take that back, there are a few settings that you can't access, but you access them from here, and it's mostly to customize the display for this, as well as to change some settings on the map. It's a very beautiful interior on both. The panoramic roof really opens up the interior that you have on both these vehicles. You have some controls up here. Porsche likes everything laid out, so everything's very simple to operate. Okay, step out once more so you can take a look at both vehicles. Again, this one is the GTS, and this one is the Macan S. Okay, I look forward to speaking with you. If you have any questions, feel free to call or email. Again, this is Darnell. You have a wonderful evening.